Okay. Sorry, I had my mic muted. Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to your 60-minute practice on this Monday. We've got a nice kind of invigorating class planned so we can get some energy moving. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really sinking into the winter blues a little bit early this year, and I'm feeling very sluggish and a little unmotivated lately. So I think that this practice will be really good to kind of stir some energy in the body and get rid of some stagnant energy and just move together. So, as always, if there's any props you need for your practice, feel free to use those. I will not be using any props today, but I'll leave that up to you. We'll begin class with a meditation and then we'll jump into movement. There's a playlist for you if you'd like music with your practice. You can find that in the description. And I do offer these classes for free, so if you feel inclined to donate, my Venmo is also in the description, and that would be so very much appreciated. I think that's all I have to say, so let's go ahead and get started. I invite you to find a shape that works for you this morning. So seated, lying down, child's pose, whatever shape you want to begin. And just find a comfortable spot and close your eyes. And we'll kind of land in the body here, so finding stillness. And really acknowledge your breath this morning. Acknowledge how you're feeling in this moment. And really trust this moment right here. And know that whatever you're feeling is exactly how it's supposed to be. Allow yourself to take full inhales and exhales. Take note of the rise and fall of your chest. Just that gentle movement of the breath. And if you feel your mind wandering, come back to the body. Take a full breath in. Really fill up the lungs. Open your mouth, big cleansing exhale. Let's do that once more. Inhale. And let it go. Gently blink your eyes open. If you're not already there, find a seated position. And we'll take the left palm down onto the mat. Extend the right arm high for a nice side body stretch. Now, as you're here, I want you to think about lifting up and then over to really get that stretch in the side body. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. In and out the nose. Breathe in. And out. And then we'll float back to center. We'll let the right palm come down, extend the left arm high. And we'll pause here for a few breaths. The irony of Lena always in this room is she doesn't give me the time of day at all until she knows she's on camera. So let's take another breath in, lift up, and exhale. And we'll come back to center. Let's take that one breath, one movement. So left palm down, inhale the right arm high. Exhale back to center. And the other way, inhale. Exhale. One more time each side. And again. And out. Let's come on to all fours. We'll move into some cat-cow. So let your wrists be right under your shoulders, and then let your knees be right under the hips. So we'll inhale, drop the belly, and then exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, soften your elbows as you pull the heart through, and then round through the spine. Exhale, really press into the earth. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more round here, inhale. And let all the air go. Come to a neutral spine. So we'll extend the right arm forward, kick the left foot back behind you, and be mindful of your belly button. Keep pulling the belly button towards your spine so you're not dumping weight into your lower back. Instead, you're using the strength of your core to even out the spine. And then activate your left foot. Really reach the right fingertips forward for one more breath in. And then as you exhale, bring the elbow to knee round through the spine. And then inhale, extend out. So also be mindful of your right foot. Exhale, bring it in. Really press the top of your right foot and your right shin down into the earth. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, round. And release. Let's take the other side. So extend the left arm forward, right foot back. Be mindful of the belly button, pull the belly button towards your spine, and then press the top of your the left foot and the left shin down into the mat. Take a breath here. And then exhale, elbow to knee round through the spine. So really nice and slow here, nice and controlled. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, bring it in. Again, inhale. And exhale. Take one more round, nice and slow. Breathe in as you extend out. And exhale, bring in. And release. Let's come into downward facing dog. And then do whatever you like to do here to settle into your downward facing dog. So maybe gently pedaling your feet or swaying the hips. You can lift one leg, bend the knee, open up your hip, whatever feels good. Really tap into the sound of your breath as you find some stillness in your down dog. Two more breaths here. Last breath in, go ahead and lift the heels. Exhale, look forward as you walk to the top of your mat. We'll come into ragdoll, feet separated about hip distance, and just let the upper body drop and hang, the crown of your head reaching towards the mat. This is a great place to check back in with how you're feeling, or maybe if you'd like, you can set an intention for your practice. Gently release the arms down towards the floor. Inhale, we'll roll all the way up to stand. And then take a big breath in as you sweep the arms high, reach, look. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, eyes to close. Feel the connection with your mat. Feel your feet on the earth. Soften your knees here. Activate your lower belly and soften the shoulder blades down your back. Open the eyes. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Now from here, go ahead and widen your feet all the way to the outer edges of the mat. Come into Malasana squat. So a nice deep squat here to start. Now you can keep your fingertips on the mat for a little extra support, since this is kind of a big hip opener right off the bat, or you can bring your hands to your heart and really press the elbows into the knees. But I want you to have a really nice long spine here, so almost like there's a little string coming out of the crown of your head that's helping you lift up towards the ceiling. Let's take one more breath. As you exhale, forward fold. You can gently wiggle walk the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine, belly in. Exhale, fold. Let's take one more halfway lift like that. Inhale and fold, exhale. Plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Now you can stay here, or if you'd like a vinyasa, as you inhale, come into high plank. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway down. And then take cobra if you're all the way on the belly, or upward facing dog, lifting the heart. Exhale, down dog. So that sequence, that vinyasa, that's optional. So you can take it a couple times, you can take it not at all. Whatever you're feeling today, take a breath. Breath out. Lift the heels as you inhale. Exhale, look forward as you bend your knees, walk, step, or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high, big breath. Exhale, separate your feet, come into Malasana squat. Gently lower yourself all the way down. Stay here for a breath. And then exhale, forward fold. You can keep the wide stance here if you'd like. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step back to down dog. Take the vinyasa if you'd like. We'll meet in down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, set your gaze forward, make your way to the top of your space. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, Malasana squat. There's no rush here, nice and slow. And then you pause here for a breath in. And then exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale to a flat back, big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. So really listen to the sound of your breath to help you move from shape to shape. Those two things work together, the breath and the body. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, top of your space. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, Malasana squat. Stay for a breath. And fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. So take the vinyasa or not. We're gonna hold downward facing dog for about 3 breaths together. So I want you to inhale and then let it go, exhale. Let's do that again, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, biggest breath in here. And then let it go. Nice. Go ahead and seal your lips. Take the breath in and out your nose. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, find mountain pose. Reach all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna move into airplane. We're gonna balance on the right foot here. So I just want you to notice where your hips are, right? Hip points are pointed forward. From this place, as you start to hinge at the hips, you're gonna send that left foot back behind you. So we're keeping the hips squared, meaning we're not opening up the hips, right? The hip points are now facing down towards the mat. And you can keep your hands at your heart center. I really enjoy that place for the hands because it helps me balance a little bit better. But if you want to send the palms back behind you, you can certainly try that. So here in airplane, breathing, right? Belly button towards the spine. We're driving that left heel up towards the ceiling. Your standing knee is nice and soft. Take 2 more breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale. Now ever so slightly start to bend that standing knee as you find crescent lunge. Feel free to adjust your feet a little bit if you need a wider stance, left and right. And then extend the arms high here for crescent lunge. Same idea with the hips as airplane. We're not opening up, we're keeping that left hip point facing forward to line up with the right. So think about pulling your inner thighs towards one another. Soften your gaze and your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Now really power up your back leg here, nice and strong. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, cactus your arms open, pulling the shoulder blades towards one another, opening up the heart, but keeping your core nice and strong so that you can lift the chest up, maybe a slight little back bend here. And then check in with your fingertips, make sure they're active, spread them nice and wide. Take another breath. And a breath out. Bring your hands to your heart as you inhale. And then we'll twist over to the right, left elbow outside the right knee. Or if that's a bit much to begin your practice, then extend your arms to a T shape. So whatever twist you're in, twist from your core. Keep lifting that left hip up and breathe. Just got another moment here. One more breath in. Stay for the breath out. Now keep the twist, but see if you can start to take your gaze forward. We're gonna step into chair pose. So bring the left foot forward, extend the arms high, sit low in chair. It's up to you how wide you want your stance to be. So your big toes can touch, or you can leave space between your feet. I'll leave that up to you. Just make sure most of the weight is in your heels, and that you're sitting back to sit lower. Keep lifting the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to down dog. Option to move through chaturanga and up dog. All right, so we'll take it on the other side. Take a breath in. Open your mouth, let a little bit of heat go. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, exhale, look forward, top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We'll move into airplane. Nice and slow, start to kick that right foot back behind you as you hinge at the hips, keeping your hip points facing down towards the mat. And then you're gonna set your gaze at the top of your mat here. So you're not cranking in the neck and looking forward. You're keeping the neck nice and long. And breathe. Keep driving the right heel up. For one more breath. Stay for the exhale. Start to bend in that standing knee as you find crescent lunge. See how lightly you can land. Nice and slow. And then adjust wherever you need to adjust here. And then continue to pull the right hip forward. Gently pull that left hip back. Activate the inner thighs. Activate your back leg. And breathe. Take one more breath in. On this exhale, cactus your arms open. Now keep the belly button towards your spine so you can really lift the heart up. You're just gently pulling the shoulder blades together. 2 more breaths. One more round. And out. Bring your hands to your heart as you inhale. Nice long spine here. And then twist over to the left as you exhale. Whatever version of this twist you want to take. Maybe this side, you want to change it up and try a different shape. That is definitely an option. And we're here for 2 more breaths. And really enjoy this moment, this breath. 1 more round. And out. Begin to look forward and then step into chair pose, whether it's a wider stance or your big toes are touching. The weight is in your heels and the heart is lifted. If it's too much to reach the arms up, bring your hands to your heart and breathe here. 2 more. Last breath in and fold. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so we're going to piece all of that together. Take a breath in. Let it go. Please, please move with your breath at your pace. Lift your heels high. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, kick your left foot back behind you for airplane. Stay for a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, land lightly, find crescent lunge, reach the arms high, breathe in. Exhale, cactus the arms open. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart, nice long spine, and then twist over to the right, exhale. We're here for a breath and a breath out. Inhale, chair pose, 1 big breath, sit low, reach high, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then we will begin again. Lift the heels high as you inhale. Bend your knees, look forward, exhale. Top of your space. Halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, airplane. This time the right foot kicks back behind you. Stay for a breath in and a breath out. Nice and slow, crescent lunge on the inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, cactus the arms open. Inhale your hands to your heart and then twist to the left, exhale. Breath in, breath out. 1 breath, chair pose. And fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. And then we're gonna all meet in child's pose or take a seat. So pick a shape. Close your eyes, reconnect with your breath and the body. And really trust whatever it is that you're feeling in this moment. Trust that little shift that's happening energetically or physically in the body. And be in this moment right here for just a few more breaths. And as you're ready, let's meet back in downward facing dog. So we'll add on to our sequence. So we'll add a few more shapes and then we'll piece all of that together. So from downward facing dog, inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend your knees. You can walk, step, or try maybe hopping to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back and then fold, exhale. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. And then as you exhale, we'll come into airplane, kicking that left foot back behind you. Pause for a breath and a breath out. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach the arms high. Exhale, cactus, the arms open. Inhale, your hands to your heart, nice long spine. And then twist to the right, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, chair pose. For the sake of our next pose after chair, go ahead and bring your big toes together to touch and leave just a little space between your heels, so it's like you have like a tiny little triangle between your feet. Sit the weight back into your heels, hug the inner thighs towards one another, lift the heart, breathe in, breathe out. One more inhale. As you exhale, find drinking bird. Swoop the palms back by your hips as you gently lift the heels up off the mat. So I want you to avoid locking out, right? Because you're not really doing a lot there when you're just settling into your joints. So instead of that, think slightly lift the heels. And I'm shaking, you'll probably shake a little bit too, but then you feel the muscles working. So drinking bird, take a breath in and a breath out. One more round, inhale, exhale, and then release. Whew, come to stand. Shake out your legs a little bit. All right, let's move on to dancer pose. So we'll balance on the right foot here. Extend the right arm high, and then start to bend that left knee. Catch the top of your left foot or your left ankle with the left hand, and grab from the inside so your thumb is facing up. Your thumb is facing towards the left foot. So before we move, zip the inner thighs together. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale here. Exhale, begin to kick into your hand and find dancer. Now keep the standing leg slightly bent. Just want to soften it. Keep lifting your heart as you reach forward. To help you balance, pick one spot in front of you to set your gaze and keep your breath nice and steady here. 2 more breaths. If you fall out, you can come right back up in it. One more inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then gently release. Find star pose. So nice wide stance on your mat. Inhale, reach the arms high. And then exhale, we'll take a wide leg forward fold. Toes slightly in, heels are out. So instead of just kind of hanging out here, which in this shape, it's a little easy to do that, I want you to really activate the inner thighs, hugging them towards one another, and then maybe fold a touch deeper from there. Deep breaths. Two more. Last breath in. Exhale all the air out. Gently lift yourself up halfway. And then walk yourself to the back of your mat. So the left foot is forward, coming into a runner's lunge here. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, let's find standing split, extending that right leg up. Now, standing split is a little different in the hips than airplane was. So you can certainly square the hips down, but if you'd like to kick a little bit higher, you can start to open up the hip a little bit. So you can just kind of experiment with what feels better for you, or where you feel kind of the most stretch, or where you feel a little bit of a challenge. But I want you to drop your head down towards the floor. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in and out. And then go ahead and drop that right foot down and just fold over the legs. Take a breath in and a breath out. Again, inhale. Maybe fold a little bit deeper as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. All right, take a breath. Breath out. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Maybe try hopping to the top. Inhale, halfway lift and fold. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, airplane. Kick the right foot back behind you. Stay for a round of breath in and out. Inhale, crescent lunge. Extend the arms high as you breathe in. Exhale, cactus, the arms open. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart, and then twist. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're gonna unwind, find chair pose again. Bring your big toes to touch here. Sit low, hug the thighs together. Take one more breath in. Exhale, drinking bird. Bring the palms back by your hips. Slightly lift the heels. Now keep sitting in chair. So what we tend to do is when we do drinking bird, we kind of lift up. Keep sitting down, just lift the heels for 2 more breaths. This is hard. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, release, reach high, mountain pose. Exhale your hands to your heart. Ha. All right, let's move into dancer. Left arm reaches high. You're gonna catch the right foot or the right ankle with your right hand. Again, remember to reach the inside of the right leg. Zip the inner thighs together. Inhale and exhale. And then gently kick into your hand, finding dancer pose. Remember to keep the standing knee soft. Lift the heart. Set your gaze to one spot in front of you and breathe. 2 more breaths. And 1 more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Gently release. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, wide leg fold. Maybe take a wider stance this round. You can reach for your ankles or send the arms back behind you for a deeper stretch. Two more breaths here. 1 more inhale and let it go. Release the arms, lift yourself up halfway, and then walk yourself back towards the front of your mat. Right foot is forward, coming into runner's lunge. Take a breath in, and then exhale, standing split. So gently walk your fingertips forward as you float the left foot high. It does not matter how high this left leg goes. What matters is the activation in the left leg. So energy all down that left leg, even shooting out through the left toes. And breathe here. For 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's move through this. 1 breath, 1 movement. Take an inhale. Sigh it all out. Lift your heels high, breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, top of your space. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, airplane, left foot kicks back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to crescent lunge, reach the arms high. Exhale, cactus, your arms open. Inhale the hands to your heart. Exhale, twist. Stay for a breath. Twist deeper on the exhale. Inhale to chair pose, feet together. Exhale, drinking bird, slightly lift the heels. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, set up for dancer, the right arm stays high, left leg is bent. Take a breath in, and then exhale, kick into your hand. Inhale, release, find star pose. Exhale, wide leg fold. Inhale, walk yourself to the back of your mat, runner's lunge, left foot forward. Exhale, standing split, float the right leg high. Bring your feet together, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back to down dog. Take that vinyasa if you'd like. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, airplane, right foot back. Pause here for a breath. And kick higher, exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach high. Exhale, cactus, the arms open, really lift the heart. Inhale, hands to prayer. Exhale, twist. Stay for a breath. Go deeper on the exhale. Inhale, chair, feet together. Exhale, drinking bird, slightly lift the heels, hug the thighs together. Inhale, reach high, dancer, left arm is high. Bend the right knee. Take a breath in, and then kick into your hand, exhale. Inhale, star pose, reach high. Exhale, wide leg fold. Inhale to the front of your mat, runner's lunge. Exhale, float the left foot high, standing split. Inhale, your feet together, halfway lift. And back to downward facing dog. And then let's come into child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Separate your knees wide. Rest your forehead down on the earth. Give yourself a moment to catch your breath. To just gently slow your heart rate down. To find some stillness. To come back to this moment. From child's pose, walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. They might come off the mat a little bit to stretch the right side body. And then coming back through center to the other side. And back to center. Let's come into a tabletop position. Let's take a couple rounds of cat-cow again here. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up and forward. And then round through the spine, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last round here. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg high on an inhale. And then exhale, step it through. Ground your back foot down, straighten the front leg. Come into triangle. So rest your right fingertips on your right shin. Tuck the hips under. Set your gaze up towards your left fingertips. And breathe here. For 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, bend back into that right knee as you gently drop your back knee down. And then reach the right arm up and around, bend that left knee, grab the top of your left foot, and then begin to kick into your hand as you pull your foot towards your body, getting that stretch in the front of that left leg, but also getting a nice rotation in the chest. For 2 more breaths. One more inhale. And gently release. Start to straighten this front leg, come into a hamstring stretch. Folding over that right leg as much as it feels okay. You can also bend this right knee as much as you need. Deep breaths. And then bend back into this right knee will come into half pigeon. If half pigeon doesn't sit well with you, then take double pigeon. Just let yourself get situated here. Lifting the chest for a moment. And really focus your attention on your hips here. Gently pulling that right hip back as you pull the left forward to really get the stretch. And then gently fold. We're here for a moment, so you're welcome to close your eyes and just bring your awareness to the breath and how it feels in the body. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath here. As you're ready, whatever shape you're in, gently release and come back into downward facing dog. From down dog, extend the left leg high as you breathe in. And then exhale, step it through. Find triangle, ground that back foot down. Left fingertips rest on the left shin. Right arm reaches high. And again, important to really tuck the hips under here. Get the side body stretch. Activate the legs. Breathe. Take 1 more breath in. And then as you exhale, begin to bend into that front knee and gently drop your back knee down. Take the left arm up and around, grab the left foot and take a quad stretch here. Remember to lift the heart up towards the ceiling as you rotate the chest. For 2 more breaths. And gently release. Straighten the front leg here, hamstring stretch, folding over the left leg. And gently bend back into that left knee. Find double pigeon or half pigeon. So after you've given yourself a moment to settle in, you can start to surrender down towards the floor as you deepen your breath. Come back to the body. Take a breath in and let it go. And gently lift yourself back up. And we'll just lie down. Actually, before we do that, we're going to take a seat with the legs out in front. Nice long spine here. Take a breath in. And then begin to fold over the legs, bending your knees as much as you need. And lift yourself back up. Take the left foot, or left leg rather, towards that top left corner. Bring the right foot to touch the left thigh. And then inhale, reach high, and fold over the left leg. And reach back up, and let's swap sides here. One more breath, reach high and fold. And lift yourself back up. Now we'll roll all the way down to the back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze, maybe a little rock side to side. And from here, we'll take a supine twist. So drop the knees over to the left side. Right arm reaches out to a T shape. And come back to center. And then we'll let the knees fall over to the right side. Left arm out to a T shape. And come back to center. Take happy baby here. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Let your spine really press down into the earth as you pull your knees towards the floor. And then release your feet. Let's take an inversion here. Extend the feet up to the ceiling. Keep your lower back on the earth. And rest your hands on your torso. Deep cleansing breaths. Gently release. Find Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet touch. Knees wide. Close your eyes. One hand on your heart, one on your belly. And just take a moment here to pause. Before you have to get up and go about your busy day, just give yourself this moment of stillness. Acknowledge your breath. Acknowledge how you feel in this moment. Take a big breath in. And an exhale. If there's any other stretch or shape that you would like to take, you have a moment to do so. You can remain in Supta Baddha for your final shape, or you can extend the legs long for Shavasana. And once you find your final resting place, just allow your limbs to be heavy. Let yourself surrender, letting everything go. Shavasana. Take a full breath in and sigh all the air out. Come back to your body. Come back to the space. And gently find your way to a seat. Bring your hands to your heart. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank you.